Hello everyone. This is a game. Take a look at the 15 items shown here and count the ones that can be used as focal points using 4-inch squares. So pause if you have to. Remember the number, and at the end I will tell you the answer. Let's see if you can guess correctly. Pause if you have to. Count the items that you think can be used as focal points. A focal point is the thing that a viewer sees first. It attracts the eye. It stands out. What makes a focal point successful? It needs to be something interesting. It needs to be big enough to identify. It needs to have contrast against the background. So let's look at these 15 items. Let's go for the obvious first. This piece of pie. It's big enough to draw attention, no matter where you put it in the square. It's bold enough, but is it interesting? Let's do Mona. She's bold. She's interesting. Who doesn't love Mona? Is she one of those that you counted? Is she big enough? What happens when you put her on something like that? She kind of gets lost. All right. So let's look at this hand. It's probably one that you counted. The color contrasts usually with things. Is it bold enough? Does it contrast enough? Kind of depends on where you put it in the square. You really lose it. You can still see it a little bit, but you really lose it in the color. So let's go for the red square. Red is powerful. It is a bold color. It's bolder than black. It is an instinct to notice red. If you see red, someone's hurt. It's just one of those things. Red pretty much is bolder than black. Red is noticeable. It's noticeable on anything. I mean, any color. Even though it's a tiny little thing, you see it on everything. All right. So let's look at the knight. He pretty much gets lost there. Is it too light? Does it need a color? That's better. Let's do Tut. He's just half a face. Does that count? What if we put him on something that's closer to the same color. Is he a focal point? What about on something like this? He kind of gets lost with all the bold circles. Kind of gets lost. All right. So let's try this. It's a little cup with a hand. Is it too small? If your viewer is searching for something to look at, it probably isn't a focal point. But what if you put it on something like that? You see it then? Is it a focal point? All right, so let's try the tiny person. Is he a focal point or is he too small? Is he bold enough? He's kind of dark, but can you see him? Is it contrast enough? Does it compete with the other things that are there? What if he were to be with something else? Is he a focal point then? Or do we have two focal points that are competing? There's a lot of competition there. All right. Here's some chairs. You can't see it very well in the video, but the umbrella over the chairs is green. It's dark green. Is this another one that's too small? Kind of gets lost. Is that umbrella bold enough so you can see it? Is it a focal point? Is it interesting enough? Let's go for the stripes next. Are the stripes a focal point? Probably not. But what happens when I do that? You notice it right away. How about the writing? If it were the same size, it would blend into the background. It wouldn't be a focal point. But because it's larger, it's bolder, it could be. What about polka dots? I love this stuff. I like the lines of the text and the contrast of the polka dots. But it may not be a focal point on something else. polka dots on polka dots. Maybe not quite as interesting. How about that part of a watch face? Kind of gets lost. Is that really a focal point? So let's talk about the orange slice. I have a little square here that already has a big bold color in it. But is that a focal point? What if we put that orange slice with that? Now they're both focal points. It's confusing to the viewer. I mean, you don't usually have two focal points. Both things draw attention. What about this tree? If I were to put the tree, then it pulls the attention. It's bold. It's on a black background. It's a circle. It's bold enough to draw attention. It becomes the focal point. Okay? So it all depends. So the answer to the question, how many of these are focal points? The answer is, pull them all down here, all of them. Anything can be a focal point. You just need the right background. So the experiment is to look at your focal points. Find or make a background that will make each focal point stand out. You don't have to glue anything together. Just need to experiment with different backgrounds, different focal points. Find what works best for you. There's no right or wrong answer. It's all about discovering your likes and your dislikes, which is part of your unique style. You can also go through your magazines or whatever you're looking for and see if you can spot some focal points that you hadn't thought about before. Try different colors and different patterns. Have fun with this. Use your imagination. It's just an experiment, just to see what you like. What will work for you. And it's going to be different for everyone. I love doing this. I love auditioning. And this is what I'm looking for. Does it have contrast? Is it bold enough? Can I see it? Is it a focal point? Is it something that needs to be put with something else? It's really a fun little game to do. Experiment. Take a look. See if you can find the perfect background for that really cool image that you've discovered. Have fun with it. Use your imagination. Thanks, everyone.